Hello, welcome back to Bald and Board Games. I'm Bald.
On board.
And we are coming back at you with Spire's End, Rangitaki, Chapter 3.
Yes. So if you've watched our other videos on YouTube, Chapter 1, Ball completed while I was out of town. So he went through, it was a solo game, went through all the decision making, played it through to its entirety. Earlier, we did Chapter 2, where I played through all of Chapter 2 in its entirety. So now we're doing Chapter 3, but we're going to do it differently. So we're going to go back and forth where neither of us can influence the other's decision making. We'll just read cards back and forth, but one person will start, make some decisions. As soon as the decision is made, it flips to the other person. Especially in battle, if you have 4 rounds, it'll go round 1, 2, 3, 4, or vice versa. And you just got to let the other person do their thing.
Yep. Alrighty. So we're going to start off here. I mean, you made the choice. We can just start off with.
What?
You want to roll the secrets first?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
Well.
Get out of here.
Well, first, you want to know who's our person?
So we have Rangitaki still.
No.
Yeah, that person we're not yet. This is once you enter the temple.
Swap this card for the current one in Chapter 3.
You may. So.
Oh, this is probably until
yeah, once you go to the temple. So.
All right.
Once you go to the temple, we'll see.
See.
All right.
There's no decision. Okay.
All right.
Cool. Okay. Reflection south.
Mm.
Tutupo gives you a gentle tug of approval as you head south through the brush.
Mm-hmm.
Ruki offers a stark contrast to the desolation of Pukea. Because of the abundant rainfall from the Great Sea and the dense underbrush and foliage provide good cover, allowing you to move quickly. The realization that the powers possessed by Sir Mokai and Alani now reside within you is hard to grasp, let alone comprehend. You hope that dark sight comes with a heavy dose of instinct and intuition, because coughing up 3 spears on the beach wasn't your plan. However, this newly acquired skill could prove to be useful if you can control it. Although Tutupo's aids with ammunition and subtle guidance, the sad truth is that you're largely on your own, and you doubt that's going to change.
Mm.
All right, so it says if you lost your toe, we're going to do some stuff. We lost our finger, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, I think it says on one of these somewhere.
I thought it was lost finger.
Because it says, whichever thing gave us the mental. Action 9. Oh, it says right here. It's these. So it told us to take one based on what you lost.
No, this gave us a mental point. This gave us the other mental point.
Yeah, but it said if you lost this one,
Oh,
because
Topazil, that was
this was if you lost your toe or your finger.
Was just his card.
Pretty sure it was our finger.
I thought it was finger too. Okay.
Because you said neither you chose, then they ended up just taking one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they chopped off. They just grabbed your hand. I thought. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it says take card 220. So card 220, which is literally the last card, and replace it with card 87, encounters action card. Is that what that is?
Yep. Perfect.
Oh, so he's getting a new encounter. Okay. So
Ooh,
this is just...
new skills.
All right. So we'll read this first so we can see, and then we'll continue on to what's next. So you have 1 mental point, so that doesn't change from this card, and this is chapter 1. Toss that back into there.
Yep.
So you still have Dart Shot. You have a Tri-Spear now. It costs 6 to use.
Nice.
Damage is 1 times 3, and you can target up to 3 targets. 3 attacks in line of sight. Execute a crit roll each time. It cannot get crit hits or use augments or lobs.
But you could attack 3 different targets, so
yeah,
that's cool.
For the price of 2.
Yeah.
You still have stun for 2. Lob, dodge, heal, influence, and step for movement are all the same. But now we have fear, which is 2. Move an enemy 1 space, so you can push them back. Okay.
Very cool.
So that goes over there. All right, card 135. That's you get to
Or you
read.
can probably move them anywhere. Then you just push them back 1 space. Just says move an enemy 1 space.
Yeah, so you can just, yeah. Which if there's, maybe if there's like a hole, you can push them in the hole or something.
You Madara brain on. Alrighty.
You have to read that to me, and let me go back the other way.
Sibling suspicions. Alone with your thoughts, you're consumed by anger towards your siblings who abandoned you here years ago. You wish now more than ever that they had let you go with them. Despite your pleas, neither Roanoke nor Machin entertained the idea, and now you suspect you know why. Sir Mokai. She must have influenced them somehow, compelling them to stay for her own reckless motives. For someone with visions of the future, you would have expected a more carefully crafted plan to confront the Rookie and prevent the slaughter of Makana. Your brother would have been a far better candidate for the dark side. He was the obvious choice, strong, willful, and brave. Why did she allow them to leave and keep you behind? These questions gnaw at you as you're confronted by a clearing and a steep hill with sparse palms. There is little in the way of concealment. Do we begin up the hill or attempt to go around?
Up we go.
137.
All right, so now I read this.
Yep.
My choice, and you get the next choice, which is a lay of the land. It's a risk, but at this point, you would rather climb up for a good vantage point and get the lay of the land. In the dense jungle, it's hard to know if you're still headed in the right direction.
True.
The climb pays off. The view is stunning and enlightening.
Ooh.
Rookie Isle is significantly smaller than both Makana and Pukea. Astonishingly, you've covered nearly half the island's distance, and more importantly, you're headed east. From here, the silhouette of Ravina's temple emerges above the mist, nestled in the tangles of thick vegetation.
Guess you're not a temple yet.
Beyond this ancient structure, a sliver of reflective light marks the atoll's breach. The narrow sea leading to the ocean. Oh, we still have to find a boat.
Right.
There lies your first hint of the world beyond, a beckoning shimmer. You find yourself yearning for the ability to see colors again, imagining the vibrant transition from the bright turquoise and teal near the reefs to the cobalt blues and emerald greens you're told are present in deeper waters. A series of thumps from the opposite side of the hill interrupt your daydreams of unseen colors. Do you backtrack or check it out?
We're going to check it out.
All right. 138. Ooh.
Smoked targets. You hike around the hill, which grants a partial view of another clearing below. You can't see much from here, but you can smell the tantalizing... You know what? While we're reading this...
No. I thought things were going to go on the board eventually.
You can't see... So that way you can see us better. Can't see much from here, but you can smell the tantalizing scent of slow-cooked pork. Your stomach growls.
That sounds good.
And it does.
Some bacon.
Oh, God. Pulled pork would be fucking bomb.
Oh, yeah.
Some blood cells. And you're reminded of how hungry you are. The smoky aroma has convinced you that further investigation is worth the risk. It doesn't take long to find the smoke lofting up from the banana leaves, cooking the succulent... Oh, God. You know what this meat is? This is definitely human meat.
It's fine.
It smells like pork.
Jeffrey Dahmer. Here we go.
It looks to have been left alone to cook, so you gently push aside some of the leaves to get at it. You uncover a human arm.
Human barbacoa.
You don't know what's worse, what you see or how good it smells. Disgusted, you retreat into the brush.
I can't wait for this option.
Only to be drawn back by distant sounds from the clearing. There are 3 people to one side, each tied to a stump. On the other, a group of Rookie have gathered. One of them turns and opens his mouth wide. A spear shoots out and claims the life of another helpless captive. No doubt, their next meal. So other people have this spear vomiting ability. Nice. You want nothing more than to kill them all. You spy 6 spear-spitting Roogie in the clearing.
Wow.
And there could have always been more. So, are there too many? Or are you going to kill them all?
That'll be nice. There's too many. 6 is a lot.
139. Yes, 6 is a lot.
New stakes. Not that kind of steak. Reluctantly, you head back into the brush, intending to take the long way around. Soon, you are knee-deep in thorns, mud, swarms of the biggest mosquitoes you've ever seen. Roll an orange die.
9.
12.
10, 11, 12, yep.
Lucky. The vegetation is getting too thick to continue, prompting you to veer towards a more open area. A broad road of square stones emerges with no signs of the enemy, just the road, and freshly erected wooden stakes lining its edge.
Okay.
Opting to avoid walking on the road itself, you edge along the side. It is, after all, a road, and you are bound to run into trouble sooner or later.
True.
It doesn't take long for trouble to arrive. Rounding the bend, a group of Rookie are towing a large wagon. You move deeper into the jungle lining by the roadside as one of them glances back in your direction. Heads up. Creeping closer, the grisly scene becomes clearer. The wagon is brimming with several heads,
Nice.
which are being impaled on wooden stakes lining the road. You shut your eyes, terrified at the thought of recognizing a face among them.
Joffrey came to town.
As you retreat, you're discovered.
All right, battle time.
That's not what I'm looking for. Where's the enemy card deck? Oh, that's
Those enemies.
cool.
Oh,
Cute.
it's just pull specific ones.
Yeah.
Interesting. Nice. Normally you'd shuffle that and draw a random enemy card. I don't know what these are. These character cards. They're definitely alignments in some way. So I'm assuming that we chose the path that is not vacant. Like, remember, I said there's 2 options. There's one that was like heavily populated, and there was another one that was like just like an empty wasteland over on Rookie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
We're here. All right. So we have Rangitaki down there. This will be 4 rounds. So Nick gets round 1.
Pass this back and forth.
Yep. All right. So we have us on space number 3.
Yep.
On space number 11, we have card 141, which is Hoo-Ha. He has a health of 4. He has a circle. What does that mean for the attacking ability?
Attacks everywhere.
Just attacks everywhere?
For sure. Full range, so enemies can attack any characters anywhere on the playfield.
All right. So he has full range, can move 1 space. He always stays on space on 11.
Is it a bunch of circles or just one
It's
circle?
a bunch.
Yep, that's full range.
Okay. He always stays on space 11 unless he's displaced by fear. If so, he'll move back to 11 if another character has not been defeated.
Interesting.
Okay, so he just stays on 11 forever.
Okay.
Recruit. If Hoo-Ha is wounded by you, add an enemy card to the playfield at the start of the next round.
Jesus.
Reward. If Hoo-Ha is defeated, you would get 3 of those and card 217.
Okay, so beneficial to defeat him if you can.
Only 4 health.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll have enough of these, but put those 4 in him.
So every time you wound him, he calls somebody else onto the field. He stays there. He can literally hit you from anywhere.
Yeah.
So
it's
it's beneficial to kill him so he can't hit you because of the 4 damage and also whatever card 217 is. Okay.
Yeah, but you want to just straight kill him. Because if you wound him,
more people come on.
then more people come on. So next to him here is...
If you could kill him twice, like you hit him twice and kill him, then that
Oh, hit him twice, yeah. Kill him. Oh, maybe. Actually, he probably doesn't go back in the deck. Next to him here is Paka, health of 5. And now we'll go back to this view so you guys can see it. Health of 5, range, attacks for 2 damage, movement of 1. He will try to block the first attack she'll try to block the first attack at her or an adjacent ally once per round. Block is an out of turn trait and execute crit miss for success.
Yep.
Shield hit. If Paka is adjacent when she attacks, it inflicts an additional wound.
So
Under Hoo-Ha.
Yeah, block straight up blocks all damage.
Yeah. Under Hoo-Ha is Ollie. Ollie has a health of 6, range, movement 1, has block as well. Also, he will move to protect if Hoo-Ha is not in play or defeated. Will only move if Hoo-Ha is not in play or defeated.
Okay, so he's not moving at all.
Yeah.
Until we defeat.
Yeah, so he'll just stay there forever.
Okay.
Now we have the banyan tree. We roll for placement.
Yeah.
Why is it D12?
Because there's 12 spots.
What do you mean? There's 15 spots on this board.
There's no.
Oh, you can't use the background.
Right. It takes off these. So there's actually numbers missing on this. Like it goes up to 15.
Ah.
5.
Okay. The banyan tree is impassable. No LOS, no LOB. If you or an ally are adjacent, at the start of a round, roll a d20. If you roll a nat 1, you're attacked by toucans.
Jesus.
That's it. Only if you roll a nat 1. If you
Okay.
roll everything else,
Well,
you're
this is over
fine.
there in the corner, out of the way.
Yeah. Roll again.
11.
Literally can't.
1.
Okay.
Hilarious.
We have an Okai.
Mm.
Health of 4, range, hits for 2, movement of 1. It inflicts an additional wound each round, so every round it gets stronger.
She over there?
Yeah, under, no. She's
Or
on the other
side?
side of the door.
Oh, I didn't realize she went out.
Yeah. If it successfully attacks, lose a breadfruit if we had one.
We don't. It's fine.
But it gets stronger every round. So it starts with 2 damage, then goes to 3, 4 every round. All right. We just have to survive 4 rounds.
Damn.
So you have 9. This can come over here.
All right. So you inflict an additional wound each round.
Let's see if anybody's.
Bolster. Should be that. Inflicts an additional wound each round. Clarification: if an attack initially deals 1 wound, it will increase to 2 wounds in round 2, then 3 in round 3, and so on. Okay.
Actually, we'll do
Okay.
6 and 5.
Interesting. This is just if you're adjacent to it, right?
At the start of a round.
Oh, okay. So never got to be adjacent to that. Because luckily it's over in the corner. That's like the perfect spot for that tree.
Yeah, but even if you are adjacent, just don't roll a 1. You roll anything else.
Well, there's some terrain where, like, if you're next to it, you can roll for a skill check, and
Oh, yeah, that's
you'll
right.
have something that'll happen beneficial if
Yeah.
you succeed.
Yeah.
Okay. Another character would come on with Hoo-Ha taking damage. We have 4 rounds.
15 health.
Going after Hoo-Ha. Alright. Believe so. I'm in line of sight right now. So I'm going to attack Hoo-Ha without moving. So. Oh, we have to try Spire now too, actually. But it can't deal critical, so it'll only ever deal 1 damage. 3 attacks in line of sight. Execute a crit miss for each attack. Try Spire attacks cannot. Oh, but you can attack the same person 3 times. That is beneficial. It doesn't say 3 separate targets. It says attack. 3 attacks in line of sight.
Yeah, you roll 3 times, so that's what it said.
That's fine. 20 to 5. Odds are still good to hit. Roll 3 separate times. Odds seem better to do a bunch each time he takes damage, though.
Yes.
Did it say?
Yeah, every time he's wounded. If Hoo-Ha is wounded by you, add an enemy card to the playfield to start the next round.
Oh, so we're fine as long as.
Once per round. Oh, once per round only.
Okay, she's not going to add 3 then. Okay, cool. Perfect. So let's see if we can
this deck up then.
see if we can take him out right now. Alright. I'm going to spend 6 to do Try Spear to start. Got full health, right? Alright, for number 1. That is a pain in my ass. I'm going to leave that a miss. 2. What is happening?
I'm just going to sit here.
How do I get 2 5s in a row? 3? Okay. That's 1. Using the 3 to attack him with Dart Shot. 19. Do I need to increase that up? Unfortunately, hit 20. Bastard. 2 5s. 2 5s. My lord. All right. So now you're gonna go first. So you can move 1. So you're at range. So you don't need to move. So you're just gonna straight up attack me. So for 2, so you need to do your roll. 8. So you hit me for 2. Okay. You
Doesn't move.
does not move because as long as he's on the field. It'll only move if Hua is not in place. So you're gonna stay there. Cannot attack. There is no range, no line of sight. You have range. Oh, sorry, you doing it. To recruit and cover. Bam. Well, we'll always stay on space 11. Okay, so you're staying there. Recruit if he's wounded. Around. Replacement. And you will attack. And you can hit me. So you're rolling 19. Great.
Hit you for
So
8.
4. Not double.
It's not?
Critical. I'm pretty sure it just adds 1.
Oh. That was double.
No. That'd be insane. Crit miss. Causing 1 additional wound. So 5 total. So 4, 5. Boom. And then we have to roll to place someone new out.
Not beginning the round.
It's the beginning.
Let's start the next round.
Oh, my bad. Perfect. Thank God. Then you. If Puka is adjacent when she attacks and inflicts an additional wound. Pak is adjacent. Okay, no.
Oh,
Block,
she
Paka.
has block.
Plaka will try. I didn't attack her.
No.
Oh, Plaka will try to block first attack on her or adjacent ally once per round. Block is an out of turn trait. Execute crit miss for success. Okay.
You have to roll 1 block against because you hit.
Yeah.
So 1 damage is still done.
Block. Cool. Great.
It's the only
1
time he rolls
damage.
a 20.
Rolled, used 9 and rolled 1.
Okay.
Insane. But she will move and try to attack. So
Yes.
move and attack in 9 hits for 2. Great. All right. Your turn.
Well, you can't do worse than that.
You can't. Ridiculous.
So I'm gonna roll this for
2
placement.
5s in a freaking
That's a 10.
row.
So Leola's coming in for placement. So Leola has an attack,
Insane.
or health of 6, attacks the whole map but only for 1, movement 1. If she executes a crit, lose an action point next round. She will only move if she's adjacent to you, and she moves away from you because she attacks the whole map. If you attack while adjacent, afflict an extra wound.
So you attack. So you get an extra to attack. You get an additional one. Nice.
Oh, interesting.
All right, take these off. This is tripping me out. We don't have enough
That's fine.
for everybody. So we need 1 on him.
Because he will also try to block. So do they each get a block once?
Oh, probably. But like, does it?
The first attack on him or an adjacent. No, because
Oh,
the
I
first
know.
attack on an
Okay, so
adjacent.
one of them
Yeah, only
blocks it.
one of them gets a
Oh,
block.
but the first attack even successful, or like did it block the one I ended up missing anyway?
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Can you block a miss, or can you? What did you attempt? Because you're calling out the block. It'd be like dodge. The question, like, does your dodge token stay on?
Oh no, because they would block all damage that would be dealt. So
What?
they only block the first one that actually
The
would
hit.
hit. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but only the first attack. It says.
Good down there.
Oh, your phone keeps loading.
Oh. Okay, so we are here.
We are here. That is true. Hello, Lyra.
So
Hi, Kukura.
let's see how to do this strategically. And adjacency is all directions, right?
Adjacency is orthogonally. Diagonally is not adjacent.
Okay. That's good to know. Inflicting an additional wound. Oh, every time it is. Okay, so
Or
it'll be
natural
3
heal.
now. 2 less turn. Okay. So, can I do this the way I want? I think I can. 3, 7. No. Okay. We're going to pay 6 to do the Tri-Spear.
Nice.
First attack is going down there.
Okay, so he's going to try and block.
Yep, so first attack. 20 is our only number. Okay. Go for the block.
Blocked.
Blocked, so no damage. Cool. His block is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Second attack is going to go up here. Hits.
Nice.
And this is only once per round, so if I hit him again, that's fine.
Yep.
So I'm going to get hit by 1 there. He won't hit necessarily. Only moves. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we're going down there again.
Okay.
10. Hit. Okay. So now I spend 2. Eel rib, 2 damage, dead.
Nice.
So we get 3 back.
Yep.
And if he's defeated, pool card 217.
Nice. It's not bad.
Well, let's go.
That's sort of the correct discard.
A taste. No, a taste. Although various darts are sticking out of his torso, Hoo-Ha looks more winded than wounded. You've killed many. I can hear them buzzing around me. The whispers are trying to tell me something about you, no doubt. But the dark sight isn't with me. Not entirely. Hoo-Ha says angrily. He waits for a response you don't provide. I sense your place is with us. You only need a taste. He pauses, smells the air, and looks down the road. Keep along the road that way. Hoo-Ha and what's left of his cohorts fall back.
Hey.
Add cohort retreat, which is this card, to your vet inventory. Gain a crit point, which is these, right? Oh, crit black.
So now we get a +1 our critical attacks.
Okay, and pool reveal card 152. Reveal. I mean, all these are gone now?
I believe so.
Verbology. Because pool versus
Reveal. Advance the following
Yeah.
indicated cards. Yep. Yeah. So I think all these are
I think so. But
just gone then.
You race. Yep. We'll get there in a second though. Dead centers. You race away while you reach the intersection in the road. Something appears at its center. A tiki of the ancients wearing weeping pitch black tears into a pool of tar.
Wow.
The rookie, oddly enough, are terrified by the macabre fountain that make a hasty retreat. You are soon alone, and only the sound of the tar trickling in the pool of black as the sun begins to set. Okay. So first thing we're gonna do is roll all 3 challenge dice.
Nice. Some awards.
11, 20, and a 5.
So that's the top one, I assume.
If at least 2 are 10 or higher,
Ah, nice.
gain a breadfruit.
Yeah.
Yep. All wounds remain.
Okay.
Action points are now at 10 and reset.
Nice.
This is going to come off. This is going to come on.
Nice.
All right. Are we considering the decision mine still, since it's still my turn? And then it flips to you?
Sure.
I don't know.
So these are cleared off though, right?
Yeah. Yes. And then this is chapter 2. This is gone now, and this new card will come underneath. So we have survived hoo-ha. Health dice of 6. Action points 10. So our choices are back away from the macabre fountain or approach the fountain. Steve, we're approaching the fountain.
All right.
155. So now decision will go to Nick for the next one. And now we'll pull this off. Yeah. You almost got us killed the first turn of battle.
No,
and I'm like, hey, boom, boom, dead.
I mean, I had the same idea that you did.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay.
You just Nick rolled up.
If he's the one who's directing them all, then taking him out is probably gonna give us the biggest advantage.
I just wanted to know what the card was regardless.
Oh, same. Absolutely.
All right. Bathed in black.
Ooh.
As you near the fountain, Tupido stirs and pulls you towards it. Unable to control him, you're dragged straight over the lip of the fountain and into the pool of tar.
Oh, damn.
The thick liquid is initially frightening.
The thickwood.
And you fear you may choke and drown. However, the pool is shallow, and to your surprise, it feels quite good.
Yeah, they usually do.
You're certain that this is the work of the dark sight. The link to the land of the dead is strong here. Murmurings of voices long since past surround you. Although you can't tell precisely what's being said, it isn't threatening. Any apprehension you felt is replaced with hope and encouragement. For the first time, the possibility of escaping the atoll feels attainable.
Nice. Oh god, atoll. There was PTSD there. What was it?
The sea something?
Yeah, it's not Sea of Legends, that's that one.
Sea, I don't remember.
Oh man.
You imagine yourself at sea on a magnificent boat with a crew of misfit adventurers away from the rookie. As you dream, the heat of the tar soothes your aching muscles and relieves the tension. There is a sense of calm here you have not felt in a long time. All wounds are now healed.
Nice. Seafall.
Seafall, there we go.
Don't play Seafall.
And you're welcome for me going into the fountain.
We are the same person. We're like the little angel and the little demon.
Yeah.
I would have done the same thing because I would have thought Zelda.
I thought you'd be like, that's a macabre fountain. I ain't going near that shit.
No.
Dark Walker. The tar continues to warm your body, inducing a serene, euphoric sensation that radiates to your fingertips and finger toes.
Okay.
No,
finger toes. Fingertips and finger toes. If you guys have finger toes, let us know.
Yes, it's possible. Gradually, your senses fade as the vision narrows. Oh, your vision narrows and blurs. Clouds, stars, spirits, and objects you can't identify rush past at inconceivable speeds. Time, physicality, and identity dissolve into a dance of shadows. Only darkness remains, accompanied by a soft, melodious hum. Then it begins to melt away. You can see your feet plodding forward on the stone road. It's still night and begins to rain. This way, whispers a familiar voice. To your left stands Ronak, your brother.
What? Damn.
Over here. Over here. Sorry, wrong voice. Another familiar voice. Maheen, your sister, stands to your right.
Oh,
They must have been dead.
No.
Who do you approach, brother or sister?
Everyone's left behind. The brother was strong. Sister seemed like a bitch. Brother.
Okay, 157.
Pillow talk.
Nice. With your brother?
As you step toward him, the landscape changes. It's early morning in a warm, cozy cottage. Gentle surf can be heard outside. Your brother is sitting on the bed when a vase shatters against the wall next to him. Head tweaks. I said vase instead of vase.
It's a vase.
A vase. Get out! You recognize this voice as well. It's Venna, the busty woman from the Sunken Pearl. I'll send for
the one
you.
I didn't talk to.
Yeah, I'll send for you, Seacrest. I promise. Ronak pleads. I'll never hear from you again, and you know it. Venna screams. I'm coming with you. It's over, she cries. Ronak slides off the bed and walks towards her. Venna, listen to me. Maheen and I, we need to make this trip alone. Sir Mokai said it was important. That senile old bat, why? I'd love to know. Before Rona can respond, you find yourself walking again on the road holding part of a broken vase. Add Vena's vase to your item inventory, which is this. So Vena's vase, after making any roll, you may choose to re-roll it. This may be used once, then discarded. Then we're going to 164, which I'll continue reading.
Oh, look at that. That was epic.
Yeah, we will save that for necessary evil.
Rolls 3 5s in a row next.
Mental fog. Time seems to stretch endlessly as you walk. Uncertain whether minutes, hours, or days have passed, the thick tar coating has dulled your senses, compelling you to plod forward along the road, unaware and unafraid. Yet, amidst the grip of the black, oily substance, brief moments of clarity pierce through as rain begins to cleanse your skin. With each droplet, your thoughts resurface, and unfamiliar voices echo around you. Rangitaki? A voice calls. Before you can answer, someone's hands are on your face, wiping away the sticky residue. The mental fog lifts, replaced by dread. You don't know where you are. Venna, who you met at the Sunken Pearl, is in front of you, looking visibly panicked. It's first light, and you're in single file line leading up to perilously steep temple. Seeing the climb up close makes your body ache. You have a mental challenge of 12.
Okay, blue roll here.
There's a spider in the bathroom, so just want to let you know.
Where?
Good luck.
On top.
On the ceiling?
Not ceiling, but like in that corner where the ceiling meets the wall.
Yeah. I knew there was one because I kept walking the spider webs in the morning. I was like, there's a spider
I'm
somewhere.
telling you that.
There are.
So nasty.
All right, mental check. Here we go. 12.
Mm-hmm.
19.
Want to use your reroll?
No. Don't
Okay.
waste a reroll yet.
Fail. We suffer 1 wound.
That's fine.
I still feel off. 165. Running scared. You weren't here a moment ago. Hide your weapon. They'll kill us if they see it, she pleads. Who? You stammer. The Rookie, of course. Watching guard over the line. There's a shrill scream coming from atop the temple. I can't do that. It's too late. Too loud.
Oh, the scream? Yeah,
Maybe
don't do it.
Too.
Don't do it. Don't be a banshee.
Every few minutes, we hear that from the top up there. She points to the top of the temple. The line of helpless captives moves forward, pushing the two of you closer to the temple steps. We need a plan. Fast. Vena urges. Rookie guards the space along the line, keeping people moving towards and up the temple stairs. I bet I can take out the closest Rookie unnoticed. Maybe that will be enough for us to escape. Your thoughts are interrupted by a man dashing out of line. Within seconds, he's riddled with spears. Yikes. We might need a new plan. Venom murders. Okay, so you go on the count of 3. We might need a new plan. Okay, here you go. Do you say, I still think we can make it, or maybe you're right?
I still think we can make
I know.
it.
166. My lord.
Throat
Are
casting.
we in the temple now, officially?
No, I don't think so. We're on the outskirts, I think so. I don't think we've entered the temple yet.
This just tells us the same thing. Essentially it's a costume.
Oh, yeah, because that's action point 10.
Yeah.
Throat casting. In one fluid motion, you shoot the Rookie in front and behind you. They silently twitch, then drop dead. Run for it! A
Run,
handful of
Forrest!
alarmed Rookie begin to inspect their fallen comrades.
Jesus.
They've already been discovered. Hide the blowgun, Venna says. Your mind races. Could you hide your weapon in the void? Shove it down your throat?
Jesus.
They never find it there.
My lord.
A seasoned seer could probably do it, but you're at a loss. Besides, how would you retrieve it later? So many questions swirl in your mind. The line pushes forward, thrusting you to the foot of the temple. There's something slick under your foot, causing you to slip forward, blood trickling down the steps. Physical challenge, green or orange.
Green.
Not even a choice.
What's up with this rolling 3s? That is a 6.
You need 8. Yeah, use 2 to get 8.
Yep. We're not going to re-roll. The re-roll is going to be more beneficial later on.
You gain your footing.
Yeah.
You regain your footing, actually.
Yeah.
1 to 7, 1.
You use the 2 to get it. Of course I fucking do.
Down the hatch. Enough. I'll hide it. Stand in front of me so the guard can't see what I'm doing as I shove this down my fucking throat. This is gonna get a little weird. Let's see if it has a gag reflex or not. You open your mouth wide and carefully begin to slide the blowgun down your throat.
My lord. I guess there's a hole in
That's
it.
not gonna fit, kid. Roll a mental check.
Here we go again. 10?
All right, you're good.
All right.
You
12. Technically.
No, sure. You ignore her and try again. This time it's different. There's a foreign coldness in the back of your throat. It prickles and begins to naturally stretch. The blowgun slides right in. That was really gross, Venna says. Up you go. A Rookie guard commands you, shoving you and Vina up the temple steps. Slip-ups. The steps may be wide and spacious, but the climb is still treacherous. The blood has slicked the surface, making each step potentially fatal. The crowd conditions only exacerbate the danger. Near the top, a single slip proves catastrophic, dragging down a dozen unfortunate souls and results in their death.
Ursula's in town.
Sounds like it's not Little Mermaid. Cormac, I believe you met him in Sunken Pearl as a
Hey.
ship.
Hey,
And the
we need
plan
a boat.
to escape the sea crest.
That's right.
He's agreed to wait for me until sunset before setting sail. There should be canoes along the shore of the bay. Whatever happens, get those canoes.
And
Venna
we
said.
keep getting told to get boats.
Yet another scream rings out from above. I'll go first, Venna says, forcing you inside and cutting in front.
Jeez.
You're only a few steps away, and the line is being pushed forward yet again. 178.
Oh, damn.
There we go. Ravina's bite. At the
Ooh.
zenith of the temple, a trail of crimson traces the stone floor,
That's the top, by the way.
leading to a cloaked woman, her face veiled in shadows.
Ooh.
Beside her, an
Night
enormous
sisters.
Rookie looms behind a dark altar, gripping a hatchet.
Hmm.
Lying on it is the latest unfortunate soul to reach the end
Oh,
of the
damn, he's
line.
beheading people at the top of this temple.
Blood seeping freely from the fresh slit to its throat. What happens now will haunt you in this life and the next.
My lord.
The plump Rookie drives his hatchet into the victim's chest, cleaving it open like a ripe fruit. Grasping the still beating heart, he offers it to the robed woman, who takes a savage bite out of the living organ.
Kalima.
The lifeless body is then tossed aside. Meanwhile, Venna is seized by another guard and dragged towards the cloak woman.
Just ragdolls down the temple.
The cloak woman was yet to utter a word. Then, as if summoned by an unseen force, the woman lifts her hood and turns her attention to you. In response, you cough up your blowgun. She seems amused. Do you talk first, then attack, or attack, talk later?
Attack.
Talk later. Attack now. 180.
Job well done. Your jaw snaps open, unleashing a torrent of darts. Each projectile is deflected in a blur of implausible movements. When your final dart is plucked from the air and flung back at you, striking your chest. This is a surprise. Had I known I could simply wait, I wouldn't have dispatched half the island to track you down. Please thank my sister for leading you here. The pain in your chest swells, and the world goes dark. Within it, a figure swims in the shadows. I stayed behind for this, not because I doubted, but because I believe in you. I can't let you be sacrificed for Sierra Ravina as I was long ago. Hopefully, this will atone for my shortcomings, but if not, you must come with me. The battle will continue on the eternal plains. Tutupo says, softly placing a hand on your forehead. Ending 1.
Oh, we're done?
And it says dark sight roll. So, roll these 3.
All 3? Okay. What's the numbers?
15s.
Got 1.
4. Can we get to 15 for the...
I'll pay for the second one.
It's...
Get to 15. Or do you need all 3?
Hold on. No, we just need 5.
Oh, we can do it. Okay.
Guys, just make sure. So it says roll all 3 challenge dice. If at least one of them matches or exceeds a level above, you have succeeded, and they're all 15.
Oh, cool.
Perfect.
Oh.
So succeed. Return to your previous story or story card 170 or 179. Reminder: be sure to add your talent points to the appropriate. Yeah, we know that.
178 or 179.
The one we just
Oh.
did last.
178. Okay.
So we're gonna choose the other option.
Oh, okay. So now we're going to talk now, attack later.
So yeah, it's just your choice.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
Let her go. I have the dark sight inherited from. Your words are cut short. Took a dart to the chest. Ending number 2. I'm kidding. It's an endless loop.
Do it again.
Yes, I know. From my departed sister, Mokai, and Nalani. That's why I've been looking for you, Ravina interjects. You've likely discovered that mastering the dark sight requires years of dedication. I've had a great deal of time to practice. How long have you had?
Oh,
A couple of days. What was that?
I forgot. These didn't matter for that long.
No, they would have helped, but they didn't.
Yeah.
It's day 3, you respond. Ravina laughs. 3 days. You're still adjusting to color shock. You're nearly blind. She signals to the Rookie, holding Vena. Hurt her, and I'll kill you, you threaten. Before you can react, Vena's throat is slit from ear to ear. Your heart sinks. Ronak, Ravina calls. Ronak. So 183. What's that?
Nope. 2.
2. 3. All right. Battle time.
All right.
Okay. Duration until you, Ravina, or Ronak are defeated.
Okay, so no round structure.
Yep. All right. So place Rangitaki on space 3. All pissed off and stuff.
That's probably where these are going to come into play, these character cards. Okay.
Okay. Pull cards 184, 185. Place 184 on space 11, 185 on space 15.
We'll give those to you in a minute.
Pull 2 enemy cards and place them on 12 and 14. We'll shuffle that up and 12 and 14.
Can we put the cards back in here?
I did use it, yeah. Every 3rd round. Okay. So track the 3 rounds then at least. So every 3rd round, so 3, 6, 9. Give an example. Add an enemy.
It is. We couldn't count.
Add an enemy from the enemy deck.
Okay.
Okay. Use the 50-50 rule to place each on space 12 or 14.
Okay.
If either space is occupied, place the enemy on the nearest available space using the same 12 or 14.
Sure.
So, enemies defeated during this encounter are not returned to the enemy deck.
Makes
So once
sense.
they're defeated, they're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
out. Your next steps in the story depend on whether you defeat Ravina or Ronak.
Or die yourself.
Pulled cards during the encounter will provide navigation instructions. If you are defeated first, reveal card 198. Okay. Okay.
You want to read them off?
Here we go. First up, we have Ravina. Unwavered, so will not move from her space. Can attack everywhere, though. Will hurt 2. The crit miss is 18-5. Has a health of 10. Immune. Ravina cannot be stunned, poisoned, or feared.
Cool.
Typical boss.
How do we get poisoned?
If Ravina, it would have been on the other one of the original cards.
Oh.
If Ravina suffers 3 wounds, pull card 193. At 6 wounds, pull card 194. At 10 wounds, pull card 195.
Okay.
Okay. So she takes wounds. So 3 would say 3, 6, 10. 3, 6, 10. We pull cards for her.
Intense
She,
death.
and she will not move. Ronak, our brother, only has 3 health. Unwavered. Ronak will not move from his current space. He is immune, cannot be feared. If Ronak suffers 3 wounds, which is death, pull card 186. Or if you have the event Heartache in your inventory, pull card 187 instead.
We do not.
We might get it from her potentially.
No, it says either. Right, the thing over here says either one, right?
Just once one of them dies.
Oh, the next steps in your story. Yeah,
So we
nice.
may get Heartache from her, and then we may kill him after getting Heartache or something. So in other words, probably shouldn't kill him first, I assume. He has a range for 2. We have Oli, so same thing. Block, protect.
That's the same way, yeah.
Only move, so he's gonna move because Hoo is not in play. Hoo-ha. We have
So we didn't know that until
Damn.
you peeled that card.
Hoku. No, because who has one of these?
Oh, that's right.
Terror. If fear is used on Hoku, she is stunned. On the spot, she ends on. Cool. So you can do 2 for 1. If you fear her, you also stun her. Incense Void. If Hoku is defeated, the space she was on is now terrain impassable, no LOS. Add a black disc to the space to indicate this. After the following round ends, discard Hoku. Great. So when you defeat her, her space just becomes impassable. So we can just flip this over. Just do that. So nothing major. So pretty easy.
Yeah.
Okay. So no heavy hitters, which is except for her. So we can kill her. Yeah. Anyway, you're up first.
Yep. I only get 7 here. It's 8 here. Okay.
Great.
Someone used 2 of them.
I didn't know what was going to happen if I didn't pass the skill check.
You're never gonna know now.
I know. I'm good with that. I'm pretty sure that by doing that, I was able to shove a flute down my throat. I'll be Pied Piper. This feels like an end boss battle, even though we still have half the deck left. It's crazy. And so there is no round structure for this except for every 3rd turn. What is that? Things happen. We add an enemy from the enemy deck every 3rd turn. And it ends when either her, ourselves, or our brother, evil brother, is defeated.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna spend 1 to start. Review. Here we are. Okay, cool.
I mean, as long as you say a line of sight to him, you can't hurt us.
To move here,
Let's move the line of sight. Yep. Perfect.
we are going to spend 2. To cause fear. So fear, move an enemy 1 space. I do have to roll the crit miss die. So my normal 520. 19.
Nice.
Can move in 1 space.
Stunned.
And is stunned for the next turn. I'm gonna spend 1. Oh, that doesn't math. Doesn't math. Wait, I wanted it to there. Oh, I guess that's fine.
Mhm.
And then spend a 3 to attack here. And yeah. So rolling for attack. 9 hits for 1.
10.
10 hits for 1.
Mhm.
This would be a good time to do that. Oh, no, okay. That is it for my part of the turn. What?
You can't. I mean, you might as well heal because you can't use up anything else.
Oh, that's right, we can do that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Because you can't use it to alter their dice at all.
Yeah, you can. Influence.
Doesn't alter their dice.
On any roll. Add or subtract 1 on any roll.
It's your rolls, not
Oh,
theirs.
okay. So I didn't want to heal them. I assumed any roll is any roll.
No.
Because it's a skill, not an attack.
Any of your rolls can
Oh,
be
okay.
influenced.
Cool, I got me something.
Yeah.
Okay, so up here goes first. We'll attack everywhere for 2. Roll 18-5.
Wow.
That's 3. That's fine.
Just
screw with
it's so stupid. Doesn't even make sense. Because life bar is going down.
He
Dick.
can't move anywhere, can't do anything. Not in line of sight, but will move 1. Will move 0, not in line of sight.
Nice.
Round complete.
Might as well 100 turn to replace them. Except for 3 rounds.
Yeah, it's right there.
Alrighty. Get all our doodads and our doohickeys back. Alright, so we got 10 boys to play with here. I feel like she's gonna be a boss that gets harder the more damage she takes.
Tomorrow.
Huh?
The boss has been sick, so he took today and tomorrow off.
Okay. Let's see here. Your enemies come out. Alright. I'm going to use Tri-Spear. I'm going to attack Hoku. 6.
We said adjacency is all directions or just orthogonally?
Just orthogonally.
Oh, okay.
So I'm attacking Hoku. 18. 19. Oh, it doesn't get critical, so we're good. So 1. Attacking Hoku again.
4.
4 is nothing. Hoku one more time. 12. Alright, 2 on Hoku. Good. Hoku moves 3. Fear cost 2. That would be enough. And I'm going to use 3. No matter where I go, he's going to be line of sight at some point. All right, I'm going to get Hoku off the board.
Attempt.
Got it.
And you get 1 back.
And we get that. So we have 2. I'm going to
This must be a discard pile of enemies over there.
dodge. with the 2. Okay. You are attacking first. Oh, I put that over there. No, you're attacking first by moving. So you move to be able to attack. So down 1. Boom. 17. So I'm gonna roll for my dodge here.
That's how I do it.
Lord. Okay, so that is 2. Now you. 12. That is 2.
No.
You don't have line of sight. Don't move.
Alright, so a new monster will come out next turn. Alright, we're going to spend 2. Well, actually... Oh, no, that doesn't work.
Monsters will come out on 12 or 14.
Yeah. Alright, let's start with 3. To attack normally, dart shot. No, let's go 6. I would do 3. 6 to do Tri-Spear. So we're going to come up top here first. 19.
20.
Bastard.
20.
Okay, 20 doesn't matter.
Oh,
Tri-Spear.
Tri-Spear.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter either way. That's 1 hit. We're going to attack again, same enemy. 7. Good enough. Okay, 193. We pool for dealing with her damage. We still have... I'm
Oh
going
my
to
god, bro.
put 1 right there on Tri-Spear, so don't forget.
193.
Reveal, it says, right? Reveal.
Spit shot. Your dart finds its mark into Ravina's left palm. The satisfaction is palpable
Jesus.
as you see both points of the barbed dart protruding from either side. With a violent tug, she wrenches the dart from her hand. A lucky shot. I didn't anticipate that, she remarks, eyeing Tutupo suspended from around your neck. Clever way to compensate for your lack of skill. Tutupo spits out another dart, which you deftly catch and load. Ravina's jaw abruptly extends, and she inhales. Unable to escape, you're pulled forward and lose your grip on the blowgun. It hurtles through the air into Ravina's wounded, bloodied palm. Now let's see how you fare, she retorts. To her astonishment, you abruptly open your mouth
And pop another one out.
and start spitting darts. Gain 3 action points.
Okay, not bad.
Nice. Pull and place the Eternal Skull Terrain card on space 6. Oh, just right there.
Just right there between us, which makes sense.
Okay, it just says if already in play, move it to space 6. Move any character there, use the 50 roll, discard this card, and return to the playfield.
Okay, Eternal Skull is impassable. There's no line of sight. Has 3 health with the asterisks. So block. The Eternal Skull will try to block the first attack against itself, Ravina, or Ranuk, if adjacent. Only once per round. Execute, crit miss for success or not for the block.
Mhm.
Crumble. If you are adjacent, you can attack it.
Nice.
Non-adjacent cannot.
Okay.
It is immune to stun, fear, and poison. Characters with the ability to lob can do so over the skull.
Cool.
And yep, 5 is its thing to block.
Okay. It doesn't attack you back. So 3.
So we have one left in our Tri-Spear. We're gonna go after him.
Yeah.
So roll for
It'll
attack.
block
Attempt
against
to
itself. Yep.
Yep. So 7 would be a hit. So now we roll against for the block. 16 blocks. That's fine.
That's the first, and it does it once per round. So
That's it for this whole round.
nice.
All right, he can't. He's not attacking. He's just literally in the way.
He'll block attacks into her though.
Yes. That's it. Okay. I'm gonna spend a total of 5, leaving me with 2, to attack Ollie and utilize stun.
You will try to block.
Whoa. Which was that block the stun as well?
If you don't hit, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, it's not like there's no
yeah.
like Madara
done,
attack
yeah.
check. God, I wish Madara's story was better because there's part of me does like want to play for like the interaction part of it again.
Okay, hold on. So let's go back to 5.
Mhm.
7
7.
here. Does this work? If I do that. That's not bad. Yeah, we can work with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cost me 6 of the 7. Yeah, okay. We'll play it Nick's way.
Nick's way.
You'll see. 1, 2, fear against Ollie. Fear is not blockable. It's not an attack. I would assume. Right, this is block and attack.
Yeah.
First attack. This is not attack. So fear. 16. Fear hits. So fear means move an enemy 1 space.
Mhm.
Boom. Do that. I will spend 2 more to move 1, 2. I will spend 2 more. I was wait. I don't flip 1. So I had 7.
You had 7.
Yeah, so 3 left. I'm gonna spend 2 more to fear again. Good enough. Last one to move back there.
Okay.
So now, Eternal Skull doesn't do anything. It just sits there.
What would it do?
Nothing.
Okay.
It's just there in a way. It's
Got it.
impossible.
Yeah.
She will go, attacking for 2 in all locations.
Miss.
All right. Moves 1, not in range.
He won't move. He will attack you because he can hit you.
Ah, you bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think of that. Oh, too late now.
Yeah.
Okay. It's for 2. Which, okay, it would have been this 2. Then this one does nothing.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything. I was like, okay, let's see what he's doing. Because it doesn't make sense. Seems like a waste. Could have just attacked her. All right. Now we refresh these 2.
Yep. And then this goes on.
Oh,
No, yeah. This goes on to 12. New enemy.
What? Hasn't been 3 rounds.
That was the end of round 3. 1, 2, 3.
You just put this guy on.
No, I didn't. That was because I read the story. Put that guy.
Oh, gotcha. So this is the. Got it.
That was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 attacks. Yeah.
Yeah. Satu. Health of 5. Attacks everywhere for 2. Movement is 1. Sata will only move if he's adjacent to you, and he'll move directly away from you. 19 and 7.
Okay. Attacks everywhere. Alright.
So 4 damage everywhere right now between 2 enemies.
Mm-hmm. We're going to go 1. Scoot here. We're going to use 6 to attack her. The first one's going to try and be blocked by this guy.
Successful.
6, so yep, so he's going to try and block it now. 8, so blocked. That's another block. So the second one. 1 damage. 2 damage. Cool. It's on 6 and the next card is pulled.
Interesting. Pool 193. I'm like, this says 180 something. Like, how do we get to 180?
Do you remember where we were?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that reveal.
I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Okay.
I'm going to use these 3 to attack her again. 19. Not quite 20. Bitch. I'm going to use the breadfruit to heal 1.
194. Well, technically, you can't use breadfruit until I read this card. Technically, you can't use it until I read this card.
Okay.
I don't know what the card's going to say. Dead ladies. Vomiting darts exhibit less predictability, but pack a greater punch. Each of the deadly projectiles cuts through the air with a piercing whistle, carving a trail wildly through the air. Dodging this relentless assault proves increasingly challenging for Rena, and a dart finally finds its way, piercing through her forearm.
Nice.
She stumbles for a moment and adjusts its footing. What's the point of all this, you question? I think we're beyond talking this out, but I'll admit, revenge is a great motivator, Ravina says sheepishly. Revenge against who? Everyone in the toll? My sisters, she resorts. They're both dead. Whatever this is, it's over. they're very much alive still in the next world. That needs to change. Then roll over and die, you stupid bitch. The 3 of you can hash it out in the afterlife. The rest of us would like to stay here alive in this one. So would I. She fires back. Gain 3 action points.
Nice.
I can go back to play.
Okay. I'm. See 3 more action points then. Going to use 2 to go there. I'm going to use 1 to heal. Yep. Okay.
Okay. Spell does nothing.
Nothing. She attacks for 2. Hits me for 2. Suck 2. 11 is a 2er. Oh wait, yeah, it's there.
Yep.
What's his thing means? Recluse? He doesn't move if what?
If you're adjacent. Or only moves if you're adjacent to him.
Got it.
So you can run away because he attacks everywhere.
You will move 1, but you cannot hit me from anywhere. Oh, you can't. One
Yep.
over.
Like the same thing I did. Same exact thing. I'm like, what is he
I was
doing?
like, can I get at? Well, because if I was here, he would have been able to hit me.
Everywhere.
So I was like, okay, yeah. 17.
Close.
So close. 2.
You had nothing.
Damn it, I would have just healed if I was paying attention.
Both made the exact same mistake.
Yep. All right.
Alright, let's see what we like to
Got
do.
4 health. So they're most likely. Yep. Words.
Okay. So we're not going to be able to kill all of them. Alright.
We don't need to kill all of them.
We don't know that or not.
We do. The moment that she's dead, it ends.
We don't know that. It just says pull card 195.
No, it said combat ends the moment
No,
she dies.
That's what that's what I asked earlier, and it's not. It says enemies defeating are not returned to the enemy deck.
Look at the top. Duration.
Oh, until you or any of those are
Yeah.
I thought it said just pull the story
No,
cards.
so
Okay.
literally, if we die, he dies, or she dies.
6. Four health.
Yeah.
Oops. 1, 4. Survivable. All right, I can at least almost guarantee, not full guarantee. We'll get to the next round. 1, spend 1, spend 2 to fear this dude. So we're rolling for our thing. Use the reroll card. Okay, fear, good. Pull him towards me. Spend 1 to move here. Spend the other 6 to use the thing over here, the tri-spear. So first shot's an attempt to be blocked.
Mm-hmm.
So 16 potential or 17 potential hit. Attempt for block 14. Blocked 1. Attempt 2. 9 hits for 1. Attempt 2. 8. 9 doesn't matter because there's nothing else. Hits for 2. I will then spend the breadfruit to heal. Alright. As long as neither crit, you're alive. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
After you dealt so
You're welcome. I would have used my turn to just heal.
No.
To set up to continue on long for the long game.
I did. I did this to set you up for the long game.
No, you set me up to have a heal turn.
No, you don't. All you need is 2 damage.
Go. Oh yeah.
He does nothing.
Yep.
He goes. Attacks everywhere. I am not adjacent, therefore he doesn't move. So rolling for his attack. 2 misses.
Nice.
Rolls for this attack. 15 hits for 1. Or hits for 2, sorry. Hits for 2. He will move and attempt to attack. Cannot attack.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot attack.
All right.
I mathed it out. I was like, oh,
I know.
adjacency's not diagonal. I'll stick him in the middle.
I know. I was like, all right, he's gonna math out where he can do some damage and then just barely keep her alive.
Exactly.
All right. So she has 8. She's 2 more damage. He's potentially block 1. So we're at right now 2, 4, 6 for sure. Do that, potentially take her out. If I don't, then at least there's still life left. Let's see. Use 4 for insurance.
What are you using the 4th for? Oh, to heal.
Yeah. To put me above 6. And then I'm going to use 6.
Okay, first as a block attempt. Oh, did we?
What?
Oh, we definitely fucked up.
What are you talking about? We didn't.
We have to lob over that thing. And we can't lob with a tri-spear, so we've done this whole battle wrong.
Not the whole battle, just when we're attacking from here.
Yeah.
So literally just your last turn.
Was I the only one that attacked while that thing was there?
Yeah, because I attacked from here with the tri-spear. I moved over, attacked with the tri-spear, then I moved back here.
So if I had moved... Hold on, if I...
Sorry, let's go back.
Wait, hold on, don't move that yet. Don't move that, hold on.
Where's
I'll just count it. Yeah, no, hold on. So, 1... These both would have been here. I spent 1 to go there.
Mm-hmm.
I can't hit him with the tri-spear there. I would have to go 2 plus 6 is 8.
Because you did fear twice on him.
No, just once. Just once to move him here.
You did it twice, you missed once. You
No, I
got
didn't.
1 the first time.
No, I rerolled the token. I used the reroll thing. The card. So I didn't spend it. Oh yeah.
Because I repositioned her here.
Yeah. So I started.
That's where you started with your...
But you can't use tri-spear from there. So I'd have to spend 2 plus 6 to tri-spear. That's 8. Regardless, when I move him there, then move back and attack.
These are 3.
I can't lob. Alright, so take the 2. So I have to do my whole turn over again.
Yeah, so I put this back to 4.
Okay.
Control thing. Reroll so there.
Clarification, we'll just cut that out. That turned out. Alright, so. Boop.
Yep.
Alright, so now.
Mm-hmm.
that way. Boom, boom, boom. That could work. That gives you an opportunity for 2 shots. Do it with that the way you were doing it. Okay, yeah, we're good.
Did you use the breadfruit as well in that turn? To put this at 5?
I did. Just over for it then. Okay. All right, so we are going to spend. Just okay. We're going to spend 1
Okay.
to move there. We're going to spend 2 to cause fear on this dude. Oh, 16. Didn't roll. 16. Slides down. 4. Still doing that the same.
Okay.
So now we're going to pay all 6 to do Tri-Spear. First attack is on the Eternal Skull.
Right. Hit.
Hit. Rolls for
Maybe.
dodge.
Dodge.
Dodges.
Or blocks.
Yes. Go
Okay.
after the Eternal Skull again.
Miss. Reroll.
I deal 2 health. No. Wait, last attack. Missed again. I nicked it. Use breadfruit to heal
I
1.
could reroll that one.
Use breadfruit to heal 1.
Okay.
Okay. That ends my turn. So now, he does nothing. This attacks. That sucks. I missed it last time. Woo! Repeat. Over here. Hits for 2. Same bucket. Back to where we were. Just move things around.
Well, now they don't have the point, so it changes up.
Oh, that's 2.
down.
And then moves down. Okay.
Yeah.
I do fairly,
Jesus.
though.
We have the reroll still, though.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
No, you can do your turn exactly. Oh, you can
No, definitely not. Definitely.
Oh, didn't know all that stuff.
All right. 1. 2 for fear. 1. I'm using all 7.
How? Oh, to heal.
To
Every
heal.
time I think I never think to heal. I'm like, how do you use 7? You can't lob with
All
that.
7 to heal. Gets back in a good position. Pushed him away. So same position you left me in, but with more health.
I tried to deal damage. It didn't work.
No,
out.
but now it's setting you up to be able to do it. It's I don't have to be the one to win. We have to win. All right, so he's going. 4, miss.
Solid.
Her. 9, 2. Nothing. There you go.
All right. Odds, evens.
Uh-huh.
That's an odd. So 12. Enormo. Health of 5. Attacks only left, right, north, south, or east, west. Moves 2. If you miss an attack on him, place him adjacent to your character. If he executes a crit, you get squishy for 1 round, whatever squishy means. Doesn't matter. He's covered with people. He ain't getting nowhere.
Squishy. Squishy means if a character with squishy is wounded by an adjacent character, they will suffer 1 additional wound.
Of course. Alright, so. Starting with 10, we still have the reroll.
Yep. Oh.
Alright, we'll start with our normal 6. Oh, yeah, new rounds. Is that what you took grabbing these for? Or no?
Not yet, because we're on the 6th round now. They'll reset next time.
No, you finished. You just finished it.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That's why I put out the
Sorry,
character. Alright, 6. How do we get to 11 with these?
What?
We don't have 11, do we?
Oh, you must have moved the fruit.
Oh, probably. Alright, I'm gonna use... Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna use 6. We're gonna do this thing again. Our Spire. We're gonna go after the skull to start.
It was in that group. Okay, use 1, 2, 3, 4. So 7.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So 8, I'm a success, but he's gonna attempt to dodge it.
Dodged.
Dodged, okay. Yeah, go after him again.
Mm-hmm.
Hit. Go after him. Yeah, one more time. Hit.
Nice.
Okay, 4 left. That doesn't do anything. We take 6.
See what I see.
No, I see everything.
I see everything.
I'll spend 3 to attack this skull one more time. 5 plus 1 is 6. Dead. Get one of these back. Two. So now we go through enemy turn. He goes first for 2. 16. Hits for 2. The 2 I just healed. Slides down. 2 attacks for 2. Oh, that was a 1.
2.
Attacks for 2. Cannot attack, but will move. Doesn't do anything.
What I was looking at was keeping him trapped there. It's like doing the 2 attacks here, leaving the scroll open, using your last 4 to move over, fear him up, and move back.
No, I wouldn't have enough to go back.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, 4. 1, 2.
You had 4.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 2 to fear.
No, 1, line of sight. 1, 2, move back for 4.
Is it just line of
So
sight?
yeah.
Oh, I thought it was adjacency.
Pretty sure it's just his movement in any one space. You just have line of sight to use anything on him. Yeah. That's why I did beforehand. Because then we could have kept him here.
That's fine.
Alright.
All depends on your hand with this.
Those are true. Okay. Don't want to move next to him because he's on away, opening up the gates for a Normo. If I stay here, only these 3 can attack me. For 6. Actually. No blocking now. If I do the dart by itself, it's 3. 1 could be 2. So for 6, I could get 4. But it's more like I'm going to get 2. So better chances of using the 6 to get 3 on them. I could heal with the last 4. We're at 7. Leaving you left for the kill. Or we die. We'll also go for the kill. Now that no one's blocking. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, let's see what happens with the 6 to start. And I'll dictate what the last bit does. Not going to waste anything on moving. There we go. 8. 10. 8. Fuck it. We have a reroll. Dead.
That's why I got rid of the skull.
Yeah, I know.
I did. I was like,
no, I know.
I would have done it the opposite way though. I would have gone 3 then 6, but
Well, no, I'm going to 6 and where I could deal with 3. So like, if I did the 3 first here and just dealt the 1, then it doesn't. I'm not going to use a 6. I'm going to do it with
no, because if I did the 3 first and missed completely with that 3,
yeah.
then I knew I had 6 left to heal or whatever on the back end. If
I
you
was
6, then you're like
4 left to heal is still potentially enough.
All right, 195.
Woo. That was a close one. See what we got.
Oh, we're just pulling. Hold on.
Yep.
Put these back in place.
Full 195.
Ravina's pace is beginning to falter. The wounds heavily dripping from both arms must be taking a toll. You think I haven't experienced loss and despair caused by forces beyond my control? Using murder to fuel the dark side won't heal your pain. Is this Anakin? But it has. I've never felt better than the days my sisters died. Every heart I consume warms my own. Funny. I have those two backstabbing harlots to thank for all of this. She pauses and takes a pained breath. I'm tired of this, and you. It's time we wrap this up. You better cough up something good or I'll eat every last bit of you down to the bone. This encounter has concluded. Woo. Would you like to ask Tutapo for a little help? Or say she's injured, I can take her? Now we get rid of these anyway.
Ask Tutapo for help. Or say she's... I'm going to ask Tutapo for help.
For sure. Tutapo's reach. Ravina lunges forward, sliding across the bloody floor until she rests directly before you.
Yeah.
Her hands encircle your neck, and her mouth begins to open, revealing an unnatural darkness swirling deep in the back of her throat. She's Pennywise, okay. Something's coming.
Yep.
You struggle for breath as your grip tightens, and then a fuzzy white light starts to obscure your vision. You're on the verge of losing consciousness. Then it happens. An arm outstretches from Ravina's gaping mouth and plants its hand firmly on her face. There's a howl of pain as another arm slides out and attacks. The foreign appendages target her eyes first, pressing their thumbs into her sockets. She releases you, drawing a dagger and slashing wildly at the mysterious arms, but her efforts are futile. One of the limbs manages to wrest the dagger away, plunging into her body repeatedly until she lies still. Then, another unexpected turn. Tutapo, still clinging around your neck, suddenly disintegrates into dust.
I knew it. Don't trust the bitch.
Bleeding out, I can feel her grip on me slipping, Ronak moans. He has a hand over the oozing gash on his side. Ravina's dead. It's over. Not yet. I can still feel her clawing at my mind. Her heart still beats. He hands you a hatchet used during rituals and continues. I'm sorry to ask this, but if you want to end this, you'll need to carve out her heart and eat it.
Nice.
I know it's crazy, but it's the only way to be sure. You're right. That is crazy. Just let her bleed out. If we leave her to die without doing this, she'll find her way back. I'm certain of it. Then you do it. Her whispers influence me even now. I shouldn't be the one to do it. Not when a part of her holds me so tightly. Who knows what might happen? A fight erupts at the temple steps. The Bakue captives have mounted an attack against the remaining Rookie? Who's it going to be? Do you do it, or do I do it?
This is your choice. I chose the last thing for Tutapo.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I chose Tutapo. And then you just kept reading.
Oh, my bad.
That's fine.
I'll do it. 201.
201.
Okay. That's not 201.
It's 200. Okay. I'll do it. By eating the heart, the path to the eternal plains is sealed, dark sight or not. This much I know, Ronak declares as he swiftly positions Ravina onto her back. Taki, hurry. We won't remain unnoticed for long. You pause, the hatchet raised over your head. I can't, you confess. Ronak snatches the hatchet and drives it home. Within seconds, he has her heart, still beating, and thrusts it in your face.
Yummy.
Pretend it's the first kill in your boar hunt. You've done this before. I was there. This is a little different. How's that thing still alive? We have seconds. Gritting your teeth, you seize the warm, slippery organ and take a bite.
Nice.
Swallow it, Ronak orders. As you choke it down, the Rookie attack. Add Heartbreaker to your event inventory.
Which is that?
Time to leave. 202. The leap. Ronak chokes up a spear into a chest of the nearest Rookie soldier, who lets out a Wilhelm scream and topples backward down the temple stairs. Nice. Below, the chaos continues as revolting prisoners clash with an onslaught of violent soldiers. They're coming, Taki. I'll hold them off as long as I can, but you'll have to jump, says Ronak. You peer from the ledge of the temple into the dark waters of the bay below. Even more unsettling is a large open grave, piled with bones and dismembered corpses from Ravina's depraved rituals. The bones. It's a long jump to the water, you mutter. Ronak summons another spear in time to skewer 2 more Ruki. You take several steps back and look over your brother one more time. I'm right behind you. Now go, he shouts.
He's definitely not making it.
Roll all 3 challenge dice.
Wait, so reroll.
If all 3 match exceed levels above, which is 7, card 206. They do.
Equal or succeed?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Says what, 207? 206.
6. Right. The reveal.
Oh, reveal, my bad. Not pull. Yep, 206. Raining men. The land is warm. Deep waters of threadbare bay with a hard slap. Luckily you knew to land feet first with your toes pointed, or you'd most likely be dead. Jump in the water.
Yeah.
You would have been relieved if Pukea and Ruki's bodies were crashing into waves around you. You swim out of the way as a particular large fleshy Ruki hurtles towards you, smacking the water like a rock. You recognize him as Ravina's henchman or hatchet-wielding executioner. Accompanied by his obese frame bobbing in the water, you watch in disbelief as more bodies rain down. You won't survive a direct hit. Your situation remains absurdly bleak. You see no dock, no canoes, only sheer, inhospitable cliffs and razor-sharp rocks. Desperation takes hold. You cling onto the blubbery, dead Ruki, hoping it may shield you from the rain of bodies from Ravina's temple. Again, I'm disgusted. 207. Now you get a choice. Floating flesh. Holding onto the human bobbing blubber is a challenge in itself, but had you not tucked yourself against him, you would have surely been killed by one of the human projectiles slamming into the surf. Using your dead buddy as a raft, you start kicking in the direction of a narrow sea. Then thankfully the tide comes to your aid. The chaos of the temple fades into the mist above the jungle, and you're gently pulled out of the sea. No screams pierce the air, no Riki to fend off. Only the lapping of waves and a calm ocean breeze. You're granted this momentary peace before you're confronted by the harsh reality of the open waters. As the narrow sea opens to the greater ocean, the current grows stronger and unruly. You fear you may lose your grip and drown. Do we have no loose hook?
We do not.
Summon something to help. 208.
Belly roll. You've had plenty of practice at this point, and you're certain you can spit out a spear to secure your hold. Aiming at the side of his swollen belly, you launch a spear, ripping a large hole in his side. The sounds and smells from the puncture you won't forget. You get a decent hold of the spear and secure yourself against the mounting waves. Unfortunately, he was an immense man with a full belly, its contents now leaking out, creating a trail of delicious goodies for the sea life.
Gross.
First come the gulls, then the fish. You don't want to be neck deep in human chum, then when the big guys show up. So you take a dagger and drive it directly into the man's sternum, confident it'll hold. You grab the knife with both hands. Kick, hoping you can roll him over and pull him out of the water. Pull yourself out of the water. Nicked it.
16, 17.
If at least 2 are above 6, only 6, you succeed.
Screw you.
Actually, black, you only get a +1. Reveal to 11. Eating adrift. A few furious kicks later, and you gain the momentum needed to roll the dead body over, pulling it with you. The sheer enormity of this man cannot be overstated. Seated on his back, his massive frame keeps you afloat without even a toe in the water. It's a precarious position, especially as the swells grow more menacing, but it's a temporary reprieve from the jaws of the deep. However, this situation poses a new dilemma. While you may not be the current target of the ocean's hungry predators, your companion is, and word has spread fast. Large fins begin to surface and circle. Your flesh is about to be eaten. You wobble to your feet, standing atop the back of the rookie giant, caught in a riptide and sinking fast. Is this how it ends, you wonder? Then you see it. A ship, just beyond the edge of the narrow sea, headed your way. Do we have a Mina splits? We do not. 212 is the only choice you get.
Morning toast. I think 12 hours of sleep should do. Time you got up and ate something, yes? Suggests a familiar voice. Cormac, still in seafoam green, is sitting on the edge of your bunk. He gives his impeccable mustache a swirl, then presents a tarnished platter of salted boar meat. I imagine you were expecting grander accommodations from the likes of me and my ships. Coral Cove had little to spare. Well, have to rough it, you and I. Home to Seacrest, you ask? Indeed. Out of the sun and into the wet and dreary place I call home. Speaking of which, you, my dear, need a raincoat. Everything's cold and damp where we're going. Boots as well. I'll see what I have stowed away. My sister. Will she be there? You ask eagerly. Won't this be a hoot? How long it has been. Maheen's a woman now, breaking hearts and feared throughout the world. She's one of the 7, you know. Cormac hands you a goblet. A morning toast. To the loved ones we've left behind, and to the lost we'll see again. Ending 5. The 5th ending. Says, if you have the event Tearful Goodbye, Seacrest, or Fishing Memories,
None of them.
we would have revealed card 214. But if you have Heartbreaker, you must reveal 215 instead.
The decision was.
Just straight up says 215.
Yeah.
Solstice Cravings. Aside from a few passing squalls and a nasty bout of seasickness, the few weeks you've been at sea have been relatively uneventful. Cormac and Amina spend most of their time depleting the ship's rum reserves while debating nautical history and playing silly drinking games. Lately, your dreams have become increasingly vivid and troubling. Each night, you fall asleep only to be transported back to the temple and the terrible events that transpired. And every morning you awaken with a feeling of dread, as if something's been gnawing at your soul. Tonight the crew celebrates the summer solstice. Cormac is plucking at his dulcimer, accompanied by Amina's low, untuned vocals. As you lie awake in your bed, the hairs on your back of your neck suddenly stand on end. You consume my heart. I am part of you now, Rangitaki. Ravina's voice hisses.
Nice.
Paralyzed,
Since you ate her heart.
you watch as her corporeal figure emerges from your mouth. Claw-like hands tighten around your throat, squeezing. You jerk away, heart pounding and breath coming in ragged gasps. At that moment, you feel a pang of hunger and an inexplicable craving for the taste of human flesh. Epilogue 2.
Nice.
Cool.
So we have become Ravina.
Essentially. Awesome.
Yeah.
Very
so
cool.
that was, again, next point. We had ending 1 and 5 and epilogue 2. So there's at least one other epilogue. There's at least 3 other endings in the middle there that we didn't even see.
For all you watching, we didn't see half of this deck.
Yeah. Yeah, this is all we saw.
Well, actually, a little bit more than half. Just about.
Yeah.
Didn't see that, which is great. Yeah, so a bunch of endings. Like I said, there's at least 5. I'm saying we found 1.
Those are like mid endings too, not even epilogues. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like the mid ending of it before it gets to the epilogue. So we found ending 1, which we were able to come back from, thankfully.
Yeah.
And then ending 5. So there could be multiple of those. I'm sure.
There's a bunch of different things here that we could have gained.
Like the hook, whatever that would have done.
Yeah.
You know? Very
So
cool.
yeah, for those of you interested, I know Baggletop, you're no longer here, but you're here earlier. Take a look at it. It's like this is the 3rd iteration.
Yep.
So it's a fun game.
Each of them are different stories. They each have their own little puzzly
This
thing.
is the only one with the board, though.
It's the only one that has a board that has this strategic element, The other ones have, so like the second one, Hildegard, has dice where when you roll them, you're forming targets, essentially.
Oh, okay.
Like they have like a little die, a little like dot, and then like half circles, and that's what your successes are and stuff. And so then you have more modular individual cards, like you have a Kraken you fight at one point and stuff. And so all the battles are much different. Like the battles are pretty much all the same, and the characters had different kind of things they did on the field.
Yeah.
Where Hildegard, it's very like there's so many more situations that you have to do like success checks for, and
Yeah.
the battles are very different. Like you can fish in Hildegard as well and stuff, which is fun. Spire's End is very straightforward. Like you go into this spire to figure out what the hell is going on, and then you just play through to the end trying to get to the end. I don't think I've ever actually gotten to the end of Spire's End. I think I died partway through. But they're all fun, they're all very different, and they all have this same deck of card situation where you really don't see a majority of the cards, which is very, very cool. They've definitely simplified as they've gone a bit with like mechanics. So like you have these little discs, and you have these cubes and stuff. The first one you had like health cubes and ability cubes you're unlocking, and you could play with 2 people, and there's multiple characters to choose from, sort of thing. Where here it's like, hey, we're giving you the one character, you're playing as this person through this story. So they definitely have refined it down a lot, which is great. So yeah, definitely check it out. This definitely holds up just like the other ones. A lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, you don't really know where the story's going to go, which is kind of interesting. The whole cannibal thing for this was a nice dark twist.
Yeah.
Which is very cool.
Yeah, but if you're interested in the rest of our solo-ish kind of co-op solo type vibe that we're doing here, tune in Thursdays on Twitch. We'll have this up beforehand on YouTube, so you'll see some of our Spire End. And then, each Thursday we'll have some fun game in a solo mode.
Yeah, so we do Thursdays at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, set it right that time. And then we also do Saturdays at 1 Pacific Standard Time as well. Most Saturdays. Occasionally we have days where we have to be off and stuff. In May,
this month we only have one, which is this Saturday.
We'll have 2. One with both of I, and then the 31st I'm doing with Bombastic.
But she's no longer available.
That's not a thing. That was just a hold.
Ah.
So Bombastic, Belladonna, and Badass are going to join me for Mythwind.
Nice.
Yep. So we're going to do that on the 31st of May.
I will be hanging out with my horror friends.
Yeah, so we will have to figure out.
Friends,
I don't know. my horror friend. I don't know what our next solo is going to be. We will definitely figure it out. It'll either be a straight solo game, or it's going to be a game that you can play a solo mode of, which we have the Lord of the Rings trick-taking game, which might be a fun quick one. But yeah, we'll see. We'll find out. If you have any recommendations, let us know for any that you may want to see us play solo.
Yeah.
Anyway, alrighty. Well, that was a good Spire's End. Hildegard.
Nope, Rangitaki.
Wow. It's been a minute. Spire's End, Rangitaki, as you can actually see on the box. But thank you for joining us here at Bald and Board Games. I'm Bald.
I'm bored.
And we will see you on Pokea.